Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Alshas and today I'm going to do some comparison, and this time this will be two my notebooks, and one is smaller and another one is bigger one. So two of those devices are running different operating system, and here we can see that is Asus Zenbook UX305. Here's more specs. And here is MacBook Retina, is from 2012. But you know, it's still a good one. So, okay, now let's take a look at this device. It in fact is 2012 year old. I mean that's 1 year old device. And let's take a look at the specifications of this PC. So it's running Windows 10 Home Edition. So what's more, it has Intel Core M3 6Y30 CPU, and it runs at 0.9 GHz. It has 8 GB and system time 64-bit. Also, it has 256 SSD disk. Yeah. What about this device? Yeah, it's bigger, of course. It's 15 inches screen. And let's take a look. Well, about this Mac. And as you can clearly see, it's Retina from 2012. It has processor 2.6 GHz, Intel Core i7, memory same 8 gigabyte RAMs. It runs Yosemite, and graphics has Intel HD Graphics 4000. Yeah, and well, this device is really nice. Well, the most I like is this device, MacBook, because you can run two different systems simultaneously. For example, you can run parallel desktop. This application allows you to instantly boot up to Windows, and for example on this device you cannot do that. So you see Windows 10. Just click start. It's very, I don't know why, but it makes very big noise. Probably, I've been using it previously today for a long time. Yeah. And as you can see, boot up doesn't take too long. Yeah, and it works flawlessly. Well, and let's compare the keyboards. Asus Zenbook has very similar keyboard that has MacBooks. There is very small difference. If we take a look from from wide range, we can see that there are many similarities. Even the design is quite similar to the MacBooks, especially to those of 12 inches screens. Yeah, and and now let's take our first benchmark test. This will be a Geekbench 3, and this is a tryout version. So both devices will run on 30-bit benchmark. So let's do it. Okay. So what I can say more about these devices, that both battery lives are quite good, but of course the newer device is the battery life is. For example, it's written here that it should last up to 10 hours. Yeah, but the real life figures are a little bit different. So basically, this PC, it runs from 7 to 8 hours on a, like average use. And this MacBook Retina, of course, it has been used for many years, and we can take a look at the overview and system report, and then there is an option to check, and cycle count, it writes 646 cycles. So, but anyway, this PC holds from 4 to 6 hours on average use. But personally, if I compare the screen of Asus Zenbook and Apple's one, so I can tell you that Apple one's is much more beautiful for eye. And well, as we can see, the first benchmark is done, and MacBook Pro Retina's here single core score is almost 3000, multi-score is 11,500, and yeah, that's here's more information. And this device is really kinda old, but it kicks ass really hard. And what you can see here, should finish within minutes, but but consider that it has only why it was the problem. Okay, I didn't succeed making to show the score on Asus Zenbook, so let's take a look how fast it is when taking a browsing and how flavorlessly it works. So the word should be. Let's compare how these devices work with the browsing, and so let's take a look at here. Well, it's quite fluent, quite fast. Well, impressively fast. And let's take a look at this. Well, it's also quite good. But this one, it looks for me even faster. Okay, let's try Droid Community. Also quite fast. Well, this one opens faster, but let's take a look how these both notebooks managed to show ghost towns in fact in 4K. Yes, these both devices are doing in 4K, and let's take a look. So I see some lag. on Asus Zenbook. And on MacBook shows really well. And on this PC it's definitely lags a little bit. Now on this one is internet. Let's take a look how fast these devices boot up. Okay, just a minute. It will be faster. Well, almost the same time. Yeah. Let's now write the password on both devices. Okay. We now click enter. Well, this one is faster because it takes loading for MacBook. As you can see. Okay, now let's take a look at the ports each device has. From this side. And from another side. The up side is Asus Zenbook, and from below that is MacBook Retina. And this is clearly how these two devices look from front side. Yeah. And one very interesting feature is that if I open this device, it will definitely go up a little bit and you will see it. You see that? And that's because of these two small pieces that are attached. Here and here. And MacBook doesn't have that. Well, anyway, I don't know why they use that. Maybe because of the cooler that is here. But for MacBook Retina, there is no such thing, and it works really good. I didn't have any complaint. I didn't complain about nothing, you know. It's located here, and it's really nice. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Well, that was my first review of PCs, and what's important, I couldn't do much of the benchmark because, you know, there is really limited number of benchmark tests for cross-platform devices, and even I downloaded Geek Benchmark free, and still on the MacBook Retina I could make that finalized, and on Asus there was, you know, kind of error which I couldn't fix that. So definitely maybe because of Windows. I don't like Windows, and I definitely recommend you to use Apple devices. They are much more better, they are much more specified and made for work fluently, but it's up to you what you choose, and consider also the price. Of course, MacBooks cost much more, but well, you're paying, of course, for a brand, but also for the quality. So have a nice day and peace out.